people. That's why you have these females who want to blame men for why their dating life has not gone very well. The struggle dating that's been going on, the struggle relationships. It's very easy to avoid dysfunctional people. All you have to do is be around a person for 5 or 10 minutes and they're going to show you who they are. Trust me. They're going to be red flags. Nobody hides who they are before, and again, people can change course. You know what I'm saying? People can always change up. We know that happens, but if you're going to date somebody, you have to understand that you have to do research into people. You have to understand that person's personality. You can't just hop into a relationship with somebody without getting to know them. And you got too many women who do that. They get into relationships with guys and they don't really understand them or know them. That's a good point, Jaye. You know that dude is dysfunctional, but you think you can change him. You think you can change him and make him into somebody different. That's not going to happen. What's going to happen is you're going to struggle with your mental stability trying to stay with somebody who clearly don't want to be changed. There's too much of that going on. There's too many stubborn women out here who still choose to date men they know they shouldn't be dating, but they don't want to hear. And I've said this before. How many times have a lot of you females that are watching, have people warned you about the guy that you were dating and you didn't listen to them? You didn't listen to them. You didn't listen to them. You decided to date him anyway, even though he can't stay out of jail, even though he has a bunch of baby mamas, even though he is known to put hands on people. You date him anyway because you think you can change him. You think you can change him. If you're struggle dating, it's a you problem. Because you can stop that by stop dealing with guys who you know are not ready for relationships or marriages. And what I've also noticed is that they try to equate struggle dating with, melanated men, which is laughable because there are women of all different racial groups that deal with relationships where they are quote unquote struggling. That's when they learn to get out of those relationships and no longer deal with those type of people. Look at Sierra. Look at the woman that y'all put up on a pedestal, right? Sierra went from dating Future to dating Russell Wilson, but you don't hear a peep out of her relationship being dysfunctional. Did she have to hop the fence to do that? No. She made a bad decision and decided that she wanted to make up for that by getting with somebody who genuinely cared about her. What's good, Patricia? Why can't some of these other females do the same? You know why? Because they like dating men like Future. This is why Future has as many baby mamas as he has now. Because you know that this guy is a certain way and you deal with him anyway. That is a you problem. That is a you problem. That's you refusing to change because you want to continue to date the same type of men, and what's going to end up happening, you're going to get the same type of results. And that's what we have. You see, us as men, we have to be realistic with ourselves when it comes to women. We have to be realistic because we can't afford to make mistakes, especially if we have a lot to lose. If we have a lot to lose, we're not going to be picking and choosing. We're not going to continue to choose the same type of women. Eventually, we're going to switch up because we have a lot to lose. We know that we have to change. We know that we got to deal. We know we have to do better. So we don't want to continue to make the same mistake over and over again, because we don't want to continue to have to deal with starting over, especially again if we have a lot to lose, which means that you have women choosing men who don't have a lot to lose. They're choosing men who don't bring anything to the relationship. So it's easy for him to leave it. It's easy for him to leave it. What we have in society now, okay? What we have in society now, we have people, we have complainers and we have doers. People who are doers are people who are willing to go out there and do the work to fix themselves financially, physically, emotionally. And then you got the people who are complainers. All they're going to do is complain and virtue signal because they don't see anything wrong with themselves. Something is wrong with everybody else. Everything is wrong with everybody else. Ain't nothing wrong with them. They just got to go and hop the fence. They just got to go and choose a Caucasian man. Even though you have those same Caucasian women dissing and calling those same men out. You know, trying to defeat the patriarchy. Turning to feminism and social activism to go against the men in their own community. Okay. Those are the type of men you're running to. Men who their own women see them as weak. That's why they're going at them. So I just want people to understand that unless you're able to look yourself in the mirror and figure out your own situation, you're not going to be able to have what you're looking for. Shout out to Marco. It will be a struggle to pick up the fatone in black. Pick up the fat one in black. Appreciate that. Oh, is it a struggle to pick up the fat one in black? I see what you're saying. But man, listen, if you gonna level up, stop talking about leveling up and level up. You know, just level up. That's all you got to do. Stop talking about it and actually do it. What's good, Marie? Make sure y'all like the stream too. What's good, RJ? Vern85, I see you. Shout out to Aunt Sam. Speak on it, but they hate to hear it. Truth hurts. Yeah, it do, man. That's why they will come to the video and try to make it seem like I'm dissing women. I'm disrespecting them. I have the very wrong perspective. I don't understand them. We do all the messing up. They do nothing. They do nothing wrong. They're good people. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, we've all heard it before. But you do nothing to fix the situation and remedy it. That is why you have to dig deep and really look at yourself and really figure out what can I do next to avoid, bad relationships, So unless we're able to have that long, deep conversation with ourselves, we're not going to be able to improve as people. Your relationships are not going to improve. I just hope a lot of women understand I have no disdain towards you at all. I just want you to have more of a realistic viewpoint on society and understand that in order to do better, you have to want better. You can't just virtue signal on social media and talk about how you don't like struggle dating or struggle love or you're going to level up when you've been talking about it for years and you haven't even done it yet. That sends a message that you don't believe your BS. You don't believe it. You don't believe what you're saying. You're just saying it just to fit in, just to feel good about yourself in that moment. But we all know when you're trying to get the D, you're going to call that same dysfunctional guy that you claim you don't like 6 days out the week. But it's going to be that one day when you're going to want some company. And guess who you going to call? The same dudes that you claiming you're trying to level up from. This is why guys say what they say about you. This is why guys are able to date you and not bring anything to the relationship, because he knows as long as he's able to give you that good vitamin D, you're going to take him back. You're going to deal with his dysfunction. He's going to be able to talk you into giving him, 10th chance, because he know you ain't going nowhere. He knows mentally he's already got you. It's the low self-esteem that keeps you with him. It's your own lust that keeps you with him. And the fact that you don't want to be proven wrong about that relationship, so you stay longer and longer with somebody that you should have walked away from a long time ago. Now, I know there's a lot more single women out there than they have been before, because women have embraced feminist ideology. They've embraced an ideology that is only going to keep them perpetually single, keep them perpetually competing with men. You can't compete with men. You're getting an advantage when it comes to getting jobs. You're getting an advantage when it comes to getting promotions. It's not like you're out competing anybody. But with that mindset, once again, you're not going to get with a guy on your level, quote unquote, because he's going to understand women like you. He works with women like you. He don't want to date women like you. And you think that you can't get men on your level. You say, well, they're scared to date me. No, they have dealt with you in the workplace. They've dealt with you in social gatherings, and they don't want to wife you up, because they see that there's nothing in it for them that's going to benefit them whatsoever. They see that you're done. There's no redeeming qualities about you. And some of these women are young, and they're already done in the eyes of most eligible men out here, no matter what racial group they're from. And they get upset. They get upset with us, especially us as melanated men, because they need somebody to blame. They're not going to blame themselves. They're going to blame everybody else. Well, not everybody else is going to blame melanated men, because they're the easiest to blame. Shout out to Michael Dwayne. Keep doing your thing, Jay. Peace and love. Appreciate it, man. So we really have to look at these things, Really have to look at the fact that we got to practice what we preach. If you're going to say that you're going to level up. Don't just say you're going to level up. That doesn't help your case. It really doesn't. If you want to be single for the rest of your life, do so, but you can't be out here trying to change people instead of changing yourself first. You got to look at where you are.